that against all odds, I am standing here today as your Democratic nominee for the office of state auditor. The auditor is the official bookkeeper for West Virginia. And not only is the auditor the official bookkeeper for West Virginia, but the auditor is also the supervisor of public offices. It's a watchdog in a sense. For over 20 years, I have been a watchdog for the people of West Virginia. Somebody told me one day I should try that, but I said, if a woman tries that, that might be taken a little different. But for those of you that might not know anything about me, I am a lifelong resident of West Virginia and Kanawha County, and I am a lifelong Democrat. I hold a Bachelor of Science in Business Administration for a concentration in accounting. I also have a master's in religion. I have been married to my high school sweetheart for almost 32 years, and I think that demands a whole bunch of hand claps. And he has not been able to be on the campaign trail with me because our son, that is now 28 years old, was stricken with a debilitating disease that attacked his brainstem and his spinal cord, and he is total care, and he has been in and out of the hospital since I decided to run for office. I think it was supposed to be something that deterred me, but what it did was it made me to fight even harder because I knew that I had fight within me because I looked at my son and I saw the fight that was within him. So that's why I have this attitude that I keep on fighting no matter what adversity hits me. I am a mother of 3 and a grandmother of 4, and I lead a pretty boring life. I always tell people all I do is I work, I go to church, and go to the grocery store, and I go home, and if I get a little bit of free time, I go and I minister at the juvenile facilities and to people that have been incarcerated, because I think that people that may feel like they're in a hopeless situation need somebody to step in and tell them you are not in a hopeless situation, but there is hope to turn your life around again. Run for state auditor because I wanted the next state auditor to be someone that had a proven track record for being independent, someone that had a proven track record for being a watchdog and not a lapdog, someone that actually had extensive governmental accounting experience, someone that would be willing to stand up for the people of West Virginia, that when an audit report was issued, that it had not been skewed in any manner to favor one individual or another, not because of their political views, not because of their religious views, not because of their sexual orientation, that it would be fair and it would be accurate. These people in the political arena were not for me, because they judge the book by the cover. No, I don't have a lot of political influences. I don't have a lot of money, but I have the principles of a farmer. For over the last 20 years or more, I have planted seeds all over the state of West Virginia. And at just the right time, those seeds started to grow. I had some harvesters on my side. They took my crop to market, and they told all their friends and their families that they knew a woman that was running for state auditor that had actually worked for the auditor's office for over 20 years, performing financial and compliance audits. They asked them to vote for Claytor for auditor, the only candidate on either side of the ticket that had the right skills necessary to be our next state auditor. The only candidate that had a proven track record for holding local governments fiscally accountable to the citizens of our great state of West Virginia. The only candidate that had a proven track record for ensuring that the expenditures of local governments were in compliance with the laws and the regulations of the state of West Virginia. No, I am not a lawyer, and I don't play one on TV, and neither should any opponent that comes up against me that doesn't have governmental accounting and has never done an audit. Because we need qualified individuals leading our office. But they also knew me as a woman that was ruled with the loving hand of a mother, and that if I found something, then I would work with them as a team to figure out a solution to the problem. And they also knew me as a leader that motivated people to do a good job. Because every now and then, people run into diverse situations, and they need somebody just to encourage them to know that they can do the job that's been set forth before them. Although I am a woman that walks by faith and not by sight, I also believe in the principle that faith without works is dead, indeed. So I didn't just rely on those seeds that had been planted. I got in my minivan that had over 200,000 miles on it. And I started planting some new seeds along my travels. And as I shared my message with the people, it resonated with them. Because when they looked in my eyes, they saw that I was one of them. And when people would introduce me, they say, hey, this is Mary Ann Claytor. She's one of us.
Yes.
And that is what the Democratic Party represents. We are one of them. We understand that we represent all people. We represent the black people and the white people. We represent the religious people and the non-religious people. We represent the Christians and the Muslims. We represent the Jews and the Hindus. We represent the gays and the lesbians. We represent his car all night long because he had no place to lay his head. That little boy, he got up early every morning and he wiped the stench of life off of him that had been handed to him by nothing that he had done on his own. He still made it to the schoolhouse because he knew that it was there that he would get a free meal. And he understood that he deserved the right to a free education, so that he could be lifted up out of the generational curse of poverty that had been placed on him and his family. That little boy is not asking for a handout, as the Republicans might assume and they might say, but that little boy is asking for a hand up. That is what the Democratic Party represents. Giving hope to people that appear to be in a hopeless situation. It's time that we take our place in society and we take charge. It is imperative that we elect good Democrats. It's time that the politicians step aside and the public servants step in. We are not here to serve any personal agendas, but to serve the people of West Virginia. I'm asking you to make some phone calls for me. I'm asking you to knock on some doors for me. I'm asking you to talk to everybody that you come across. Talk to the doctor in the doctor's office. Talk to the nurse at the hospital. Talk to the grocery clerk in the grocery line. Talk to the person in front of you, behind you, beside you, to the left and the right of you. Because that's how we're going to take this state back. And now we're going to vote Claytor for office. Don't forget about the other good Democrats that Natalie had mentioned, that we've all met along our way, that left their impression on our hearts and on our minds. None of us can do this alone. We have to be a united force to be reckoned with. All the candidates need your financial support and the support of your voice. Are we ready, Democrats? Are we ready to break the glass ceiling? Are we ready to make history all over the state of Washington? Are we ready to stand for everyone? To still to have a right to the pursuit of happiness? It's not going to be an easy task, but I believe believe we are up to cleaning up the mess that has been made before us. And as for me, I've been cleaning up the books all over the state of West Virginia for over 20 years. And it takes a woman to really clean